Hello, my name is Catherine Rose, and I am a folk singer from the Pacific Northwest. I am doing this special show because I was accepted to be part of the Samhain Celtic New Year Festival, which is organized by the Ceilidh of the Valley Society, and I was so excited to be part of it that I thought that I should record a video specific to Samhain with some songs touching on all sorts of things like ghost stories and murders and all those kind of spooky things that we talk about around this time of year. So let's dive right into it. The first song that I have for you is a child ballad called The Unquiet Grave. And an interesting thing that I learned about this song is that there was this belief at one time, and maybe still in some parts of the world today, that if somebody died and you mourned them too much, that you could actually prevent their soul from crossing over and going, where it needs to go. And so this song is about that the idea that, the person in the song is mourning too much and holding on too much and needs to let go and let that person continue on with their journey. So it's called The Unquiet Grave. There you go. There is The Unquiet Grave. And keeping with the sort of supernatural start to this, this next one is a Scottish ballad called The Demon Lover, which just intrigued me when I heard the name. I knew I had to learn more about it. But also, once it came over to the Americas, it went by the name House Carpenter. And so I've heard a couple different versions of this song. One was on a Miraker CD of all things, and then the other was a Joan Baez version of the American version of it. So I went and looked up the different variations of the words and put together one that is more like the Miraker version, but has a lot of additional verses so that it can finish telling the story. So this song is called House Carpenter, and the demon in the story is sometimes understood to be the devil, is sometimes understood to just be this spirit from another world. All sorts of different interpretations about what this song means. So, the House Carpenter, or the Demon Lover.
Just returned from the salts of sea, all for the love of thee. Well, I could have married the king's daughter dear, and she would have married me, but I've forsaken her crowns of gold, all for the love of thee. Well, if you could have married the king's daughter dear, I know you are to blame, for I am married to a house carpenter, and I find him a nice young man. Will you forsake my house carpenter and go along with me? I'll take you to where the grass grows green, to the banks of the salt sea. Well, if I should forsake my house carpenter and go along with thee, what have you got to maintain me on and keep me from poverty? 6 ships all out on the sea, 7 more up on dry land, 110 all brave sailor men will be at your command. So she picked up her own wee babe, kisses she gave him 3, said stay right there with my house carpenter and keep him good company. Well, they'd not been gone about 2 weeks, I know it wasn't 3, for our fair lady she began to weep, she wept most bitterly. Oh, why do you weep, my fair young maid? Weep it for your golden store, or do you weep for your house carpenter, who never you shall see anymore? Oh, I do not weep for my house carpenter, or for any golden store. I do weep for my own wee babe, whom never I shall see anymore. ship sprang a leak and sank, never to rise anymore. One time around spun our gallant ship, 2 times around spun she, 3 times around spun our gallant ship, and sank to the bottom of the sea. What hills are those, my love, that rise so fair and high? Those are the hills of heaven, my love, but not for you and I. And what hills are those, my love? Those hills so dark and low. Those are the hills of hell, my love, where you and I must go. There we go. That is House Carpenter, also called The Demon Lover. Going on in the sort of ghost story vein, I have a song for you. It was written in 1895, and it is about a like there are spirits and banshees plaguing this castle, and the woman singing the song is asking for help and protection to keep those things away from her. And the song is called The Castle of Dromore. And it's one of the few songs that I have that explicitly references the month of October, so that's pretty neat. The October winds lament around the castle of Dromore, yet peace is in her lofty halls of Fossjugala-storm. The autumn vines may droop and die, a bud of spring are you. Sing hush by Lulalo, Lolan, sing hush by Lulalo. Bring no ill will to hinder us, my helpless babe and me. Dread spirit of the black water, Glanor's wild banshee, and Holy Mary pitying us in heaven for grace doth sue. Sing hush by Lulalo, Lolan, sing hush by Lulalo. Take time to thrive, my ray of hope, in the garden of Dromore. Take heed, young eaglet, till thy wings are feathered fit to soar. A little rest, and then the world is full of work to do. Sing hush by Lulalo, Lolan, sing hush by Lulalo, sing hush by Lulalo, Lolan, sing hush by Lulalo. That is The Castle of Dromore. All right, let's take things up a notch. So, when we talk about death, Especially in the United States, death is generally sort of this thing that we don't talk about, and that we kind of hide away and pretend that it doesn't happen. And we try all these things to keep ourselves looking young and all this kind of stuff. And aging is not generally regarded as a positive thing. But there's a very different way, historically, of looking at death over in Ireland. And when somebody would die, there'd be a wake. For those that are not familiar with these customs, there'd be a wake where you lay out the body and everybody comes around and you sort of pay your last respects to this person. And like, they can be very somber, but there's also definitely the possibility that it turns into a huge party and or possibly a fight, depending on the place you are, the songs you hear. But even with all of that, there's our rules, right? There are ways that you are supposed to treat the body of the deceased person. And many of those rules are violated in this next song, called The Night That Paddy Murphy Died. Oh, the night that Paddy Murphy died is a night I'll never forget. All the boys got roaring drunk and some ain't sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, everyone was feeling gay. Then O'Leary came with the bagpipes and music for to play. Mrs. Murphy sat in the corner, pouring out her grief, till Kelly and the lads, the dirty robbing thieves, they crept into the anteroom and a bottle of whiskey stole. And they placed that bottle on the corpse to keep the liquor cold. And that's how they paid their respects to Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. And everything in the wake house went the night Pat Murphy died. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. Some dirty blue-eyed scamp wrote upon the coffin lid, "Herein lies a tramp." They stopped the clock so Mrs. Murphy couldn't tell the time, and at 3:15 they told her it was 9. And the whole damn gang got merry, they didn't care a thread. Mrs. Murphy said she wished that all the gang was dead. Of all the sights I've ever seen that made me shiver with fear, they took the ice right off the corpse and put it in the beer. And that's how they pay their respects to Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. And everything in the wake house went the night Pat Murphy died. It was early in the morning when the funeral left the house, and everyone but poor old Mrs. Murphy was half sauced. We made a stop along the way at the Blarney Stone Saloon. We went in there at 9 o'clock and didn't leave till noon. Someone asked old Mulligan if anyone had died. Well, says he, I'm not quite sure, I just came for the ride. We started for the graveyard, all walking in a line. But when we reached the grave, we found we'd left the corpse behind. And that's how they pay their respects to Paddy Murphy. That's how they show their honor and their pride. They said it was a sin and a shame, and they winked at one another. And everything in the wake house went the night Pat Murphy died. And everything in the wake house went the night Pat Murphy died. There you have it. That is The Night That Paddy Murphy Died. Okay, switching gears a little bit here. So I have a song here that's sort of a murder song, but more of a highwayman kind of song. But there is death in it, so I included it in this set. So the song is called The Newry Highwayman, and I believe the earliest known version of this is from 1788. So it's pretty cool that it has survived in one form or another into the present day. And I'm very familiar with the Robin Hood story growing up, but there might be other parts of that area where people are more familiar with other highwayman stories, and so this is one of them. And they're not sure if it's originates in Ireland or England because of the place names that are in it, but it's fun either way, and it's called the Newry Highwayman.
Now I lie in scorn. I served my time to the settlement train, but I turned out to be a roving blade. At 17 I took a wife. I loved her dearly as I loved my life, and to maintain her both fine and gay, I took to Robin on the King's Highway. I never robbed any poor man yet, nor any tradesman did I beset. I robbed the lords and the ladies bright, and robbed their jewels to my heart's delight. Robbed Lord Golding, I do declare, and Lady Mansell and Grosvenor Square. I shook the shutters and bid them good night, and home I went then to my heart's delight. To Covent Garden I made my way, with my dear wife for to see the play. Lord Fielding's gang they did me pursue, and I was taken by the cursed crew. My father cried, oh my darling son. My wife she wept and cried, I have undone. My mother tore her wet locks and cried, Saint in the cradle, Willie should have died. And when I'm dead, I end in my grave a flashy funeral, pray let me have, with 6 full highwaymen to carry me. Give them good broadswords and sweet liberty. 6 pretty maidens to bear my corpse, give them white garlands and ribbons all, and when I'm dead they will speak the truth. He was a wild and a wicked youth. In Newry town I was bred and born, in Stephen's Green now I lie in scorn. I served my time to the settlement trade, but I turned out to be a roving blade. That was the Newry Highwayman. Alright, this song, I thought it would be only appropriate because we're talking about songs of human murder. There are plenty songs that exist about animal murder as well, which I was not aware of until I kind of started looking for them out of curiosity. And this is a song I understand to be from Ulster. It's been indexed in like the Roud Ballad Index, and so it's one that's been around for a significant amount of time. And it's about a rabbit, and the poor rabbit is just minding its own business and is very rudely set upon by some dogs, and it sings a song about this. And so the song is called The Hare's Lament. On the 1st of November, on a bright autumn day, by the hills of Dromila I chanced for to stray. I was feeding on green grass, grows on young ground, when my heart was set to beating by the cry of the hounds. Busherite tally ho, harky over hi ho, harky over cry the huntsman, harky over I ho. And they hunted me up, and they hunted me down. Bold huntsmen of Streatham on my trail set the hounds. Over highland and lowland, moorland also, over hedges and ditches like the wind I did go. Busherite tally ho,
cried the huntsman, hark ye over, I-ho. There was Greenwood and Rouser, gave me a close brush, but they soon found me hiding, 'twas in the rush bush. And for better or worse, I know I must die, but I'll do my endeavour these hounds to defy. Busherite, tally-ho, hark ye over, hi-ho, hark ye over, cried the huntsman, hark ye over, I-ho. Then up steps the huntsman to end all my strife, saying, let the hare down, give her play for her life. Wouldn't it be far better you killed Reynard the fox, who ate all your chickens, fair hen and gamecock? Busherite, tally-ho, hark ye over, hi-ho, hark ye over, cried the huntsman, hark ye over, I-ho. And now I must die, and I know not the crime. To the value of sixpence I ne'er harmed mankind. I was never brought up for to rob or to steal, unless for the cropping some tops of green kale. Busherite, tally-ho, hark ye over, hi-ho, hark ye over, cried the huntsman, hark ye over, I-ho. Busherite, tally-ho, hark ye over, hi-ho, hark ye over, cried the huntsman, hark ye over, I-ho. That is The Hare's Lament. Oh, okay. I forgot that I put this song in here. So this song requires some explanation. So there are a lot of children's songs that are rather morbid in nature, Ring Around the Rosie being the example that springs first to mind with me. And this appears to be another of those songs, potentially somewhat traumatizing to the audience. I actually learned this song on a request when I did a Murder Ballad show last year, because the person, the Peninsula Arts Center up in Washington, they were like, "Nah, you gotta do this song, it's such a great song, and they're never gonna see it coming, especially not from you." Which was true, everybody was absolutely shocked. And so, I mean, what is a Samhain show without some infanticide? So this song is called Wheelia Walia. It's a variant on the Cruel Mother ballad that appears throughout history, and the only thing I really know about this song is that it is popular, or was popular among traveler children, probably in the same way that, Ring Around the Rosie was popular with children during other times. So this is kind of a sing-along. You're supposed to sing the second line and the fourth line. So when I sing, you're supposed to sing this along with me. I'm going to sing, "Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia." And then the fourth line goes, "Down by the river Salya." You'll have plenty of time to pick that up because there are a lot of verses in this song. And have fun. Please sing along with me. It makes this so much more exciting. There was an old woman and she lived in the wood. Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia. There was an old woman and she lived in the wood, down by the river Salya. She had a baby 3 months old. Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia. Had a baby 3 months old, down by the river Salya. She had a penknife long and sharp. Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia. Had a penknife long and sharp, down by the river Salya. If you don't like where this is going, neither do I. She stuck the penknife in the baby's heart. Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia. Stuck the penknife in the baby's heart, down by the river Salya. There was 3 old knocks coming knocking on the door. Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia. 3 old knocks coming knocking on the door, down by the river Salya. There was 2 policemen and a man. Oh, Wheelia, Wheelia, Walia. 2 policemen and a man, down by the river too. Down by the river saw ya. Alright, there we go, because I knew if I didn't do that but once, somebody would ask why didn't you do it. That's like a perfect Samhain song. Apologies to anyone that I've just traumatized with this song about infanticide. But hey, it really is true that in the folk tradition, there is a song about everything. If it's kind of like, almost like Rule 34, but for folk music. So if you can think about it, there's probably a folk song about it. Alright, so we're back in the ghost vein of things. This is a song called The Mountains of Pomeroy. And I really, really liked this song when I first heard it. It's very melodic, it's very beautiful, and it references this name Reynardine. And Reynardine, in various legends, is what they call a werefox. So he's this shape-shifting character, he's full of trickery. People who follow him don't always come to the best ends. But what I liked about the interpretation in this song is that he's actually not the one causing the problems. He's trickerous. I don't even know if that's a word. He's tricky, and he has to hide because other people are coming after him and reacting to him, rather than him being just this villain who like randomly murders people. So, The Mountains of Pomeroy. The morn was breaking bright and fair, the lark sang in the sky, when the maid she bound her golden hair, with the blithe glance in her eye. For who beyond in the gay greenwood was awaiting her with joy? Oh, who but her gallant Reynardine on the mountains of Pomeroy? Full often in the dawning hour, full oft in twilight brown, he met the maid in the woodland bower, where the stream comes foaming down. For they were faithful in a love no wars could e'er destroy. No tyrant's law touched Reynardine on the mountains of Pomeroy. Dear love, she said, I'm sore afraid for the full man's force and you. They've dragged you in the lowland plain and all the valley through. My kinsmen frown when you are named, your life they would destroy. Beware, they say, of Reynardine on the mountains of Pomeroy. Fear not, sweetheart, he cried, fear not the foe and me. No chain shall fall, whate'er betide, on the arm that would be free. Oh, leave your cruel kin and come when the lark is in the sky, and it's with my gun I'll guard you on the mountains of Pomeroy. The morn it broke, she rose and fled from her cruel kin and kind, and full of love she's down the glen and up the mountainside. But the mist came down and the tempest roared, and all around did safe upon the mountains high. That was The Mountains of Pomeroy. And on the flip side of that song, so when I first started to do research for the Murder Ballad show I did last year, I quickly realized that there are a lot of songs where women tragically die, slash are murdered by like husbands, brothers, fathers, all that sort of thing, which is a mirror of reality, but also gets very old very quickly when you're trying to find unique songs. So I was very excited when I came across this particular ballad, because it does seem at first like she's going to be murdered, and then there is a twist. So this one is called The Outlandish Night. Outlandish night came from the Northlands, courted a lady fair. He said he would take her to those northern lands, there he would marry her. Go fetch some of your father's gold and some of your mother's feed, 2 of the horses from out of the stables, where there stands 30 and 3. She's mounted on the lily white steed, and he the dapple gray. They grope till they come unto the seaside, 3 hours before it was day. Light off your lily white steed, deliver it unto me. 6 pretty maidens have I drowned it here, and the 7th will surely be thee. Take off your silken gowns, deliver them unto me. For I do feel that they are too fine to rot in the salt, salt sea. If I take off my silken gowns and turn your back on me, for it is not fitting that such a cruel rogue a naked woman should see. And cut away the brambles so sharp, the brambles from off the brim, for I do feel that they'll tangle my hair and scratch my tender skin. So he's turned his back all on the fair maid, and leaned down o'er the brim. And she's taken him by his slender waist and tumbled him into the stream. Lie there, you false-hearted man, lie there instead of me. 6 pretty maidens have you drowned it here, and the 7th has drowned it thee. There is The Outlandish Night, which sounds like a murder ballad where she's about to die, and turns out not to be the case. I especially love how she outwits him by using stereotypes of femininity against him. That's pretty good. Pretty clever there. Alright. This next song, gosh, I learned it when I was really little. I don't remember where I heard it first from and where I learned it from, but I've known it forever.
And there are two versions of this song that I know. I think I heard a third one the other day and was like, whoa, wait, there's more verses. But I haven't learned those yet. So one way you tell the story, it's just a regular love story. They're waiting to get married. But the other way you tell the story or sing the song, it's a ghost story. It's a ghost song. And so I'm gonna do the ghost version. And the song is called "She Moved Through the Fair." My young love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. Then she laid her hand on me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. She stepped away from me, and she moved through the fair. And fondly I watched her move here and move there. And then she went homeward with one star awake, as the swan in the evening moves over the lake. Last night she came to me, my dead love came in, and so softly she entered that her feet made no din. Then she laid her hand on me, and this she did say, it will not be long, love, till our wedding day. That is "She Moved Through the Fair," ghost story version. Alright, whoops, I'm just gonna drop everything. That would make this go very, very well. Okay, so I learned this song when I was pretty young off a CD that came back from Scotland, and it's about a massacre that took place, so it's essentially sort of a murder ballad, maybe not technically what we'd call, but it is about a massacre that took place and people were murdered, so I'm counting it in the category of murder ballads. It tells the story of the House of MacDonald and them being slaughtered by the House of Campbell, and it is called The Massacre of Glencoe. Cruel is the snow that sweeps Glencoe and covers the grave of Donald, and cruel was the foe that raped Glencoe and murdered the House of MacDonald. They came through the blizzard, we offered them heat, a roof for their heads, dry shoes for their feet. We wined them, dined them, they ate of our meat, and slept in the House of MacDonald. Cruel is the snow that sweeps Glencoe and covers the grave of Donald, and cruel was the foe that raped Glencoe
Fort William with murder in mind. The Campbells had orders King William had signed. Put all to the sword, these words underlined. Leave none alive called MacDonald. And cruel is the snow that sweeps Glencoe and covers the grave of Donald. And cruel was the foe that raped Glencoe and murdered the house of MacDonald. They came in the night when the men were asleep, that band of Argyles through snow soft and deep, like murdering foxes among helpless sheep. They slaughtered the house of MacDonald. And cruel is the snow that sweeps Glencoe and covers the grave of Donald. And cruel was the foe that raped Glencoe and murdered the house of MacDonald. Some died in their beds at the hands of the foe. Some fled in the dark and were lost in the snow. Some lived to accuse him and struck the first blow. But gone was the house of MacDonald. Oh, cruel is the snow that sweeps Glencoe and covers the grave of Donald. And cruel was the foe that raped Glencoe and murdered the house of MacDonald. And murdered the house of MacDonald. So there, that is the Massacre of Glencoe. Alright, I'm gonna set this down for a moment. I have a song here for you. Again, it's counted in this sort of Samhain spooky death theme because somebody in the song dies tragically at sea. I heard this song, first time I heard this song was on like a random Spotify playlist or album I was listening to, and the song was actually mislabeled. And so I didn't know what the real title was, and I looked up the words on Google, and I had a really hard time finding anything. But finally we tracked it down. And the song is called The Lowlands of Holland, and it's about a man who's just gotten married and gets summoned off to go fight in Holland, and is not too pleased about that, and sings a song about it. So here we go. Give me one moment. Ooh. Yeah, here in Oregon the air quality still isn't so good, so trying to keep myself going here. Lowlands of Holland. On the night that I was married and lay in marriage bed, up came the boat's sea captain and stood at my bed head, saying, "Arise, arise, new wedded man, and come along with me to the lowlands of Holland for to face your enemy. For Holland is a lovely land, and in it grows fine grain. It is a place of residence for soldiers to remain, where the sugar cane is plentiful and the tea grows on each tree. I've never had but the one sweetheart, and he's far away from me. Said the mother to the daughter, leave off your sore lament. There's men enough in Galway to be your heart's content. There's men enough in Galway, but alas, there's none for me. Since the high winds and the stormy seas did part my love and me. For the stormy winds began to blow, and the seas did loudly roar, and the captain o'er his gallant ship was never seen no more. I'll wear no stays around my waist, no comb all in my hair, no handkerchief around my neck to hide my beauty fair, and neither will I marry until the day I die. Since the high winds and the rolling seas did part my love and I, for the stormy winds began to blow, and the seas did loudly roar. Since the captain o'er his gallant ship was never seen no more. All right, there you go. That is The Lowlands of Holland. And I have one more song for you tonight. This song is normally sung at the endings of things, at partings where people have to go away. Also very much appropriate for people who have passed away, for people who are deceased. I think I would like to dedicate this song to everybody that we've lost in this country and all around the world from COVID-19. So hoping for peace for all the families, the people that are left behind. So this song is called The Parting Glass. Oh, all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me, and all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Oh, the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've loved, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Thank you to the Kaylee of the Valley Society for putting this Samhain Celtic New Year Festival together virtually. That must have been a lot of planning and a lot of headaches, and I appreciate it so much. My name is Catherine Rose, and there will be links of how to find me on Facebook and on my website for more information. I do a live stream every Friday of Celtic music, so I hope to see you there. Thank you, and have a good night.